Morning, Soul Kids. Happy Sunday. I hope you're all doing well, that you've had a good week, whether you're still at home or whether you've gone back to school, that you've found some fun in every day, that you've had a giggle every day, and that you're still safe and you're still well. So last week we were with Emily, and Emily was talking about how Jesus is our protector. So she talked about the story where Jesus calms the storm. So this week we are going to look at how Jesus provides for us. So this is in Matthew 14. If you have your Bible, if not, don't worry, I'm going to tell the story for you. So this is the story of how Jesus feeds the 5,000. So Jesus has a huge gathering of people, and it's 5,000 men, which is a lot of people, but that's not even including the women and the children. That's how many people there were. So that's a lot of people. And when you've got a lot of people together and they're there for a long time, people can get hungry. I know that sometimes when I'm at church, even though we're only there for a couple of hours, I can get a little bit hungry. So imagine if you're out there all day listening to Jesus speak. I would be starving. I don't know about you. And so people start to get a little bit hungry, but they're not near any shops, and no one thought to bring any food with them. So the disciples start to think, what are we going to do? How are we going to find enough food to feed all of these really hungry people? And so the disciples go out into the crowd to look for people. And Andrew, one of Jesus' disciples, finds a little boy who says, I would like to share my food. And all he has is 5 loaves of bread and 2 fish. He has enough food to feed himself. But the little boy takes this food to Jesus, and Jesus holds it up in the air and he thanks God for the blessing of this food. And he tells his disciples to start sharing it out. And his disciples are a little bit like, oh, but Jesus, there's only 5 loaves and 2 fish. I know I'd be the same. I wouldn't even have a tiny little crumb if there were that many people and I had to share that between them. But Jesus provides for us and he works miracles. And in this situation, he did just that. He used 5 loaves and 2 fish from a little boy's lunchbox and fed the 5,000 men, plus the women and the children. And there were 12 whole baskets of food left over. How incredible is that? I think that's pretty amazing. And it shows us that with God, nothing is impossible. Sometimes we can feel like we don't have enough. Sometimes we can be worried. But all we need to do is trust that God will provide for us. God will give it to us and that God will provide it. That might be that we're worried about food. We're not going out to buy food as much as we used to. It might be that we're worried that we can't give enough to God. We might feel like that little boy. We might only have 5 loaves of bread and 2 fish. But actually, Jesus will take that and he will use that and he will bless us with that. We just need to have faith and we need to pray. When we get worried about things, when we worry that we don't have enough, that we don't feel that we are prepared to do something, we need to know that Jesus provides for us, if we just have faith in him. So over the next week, if you feel like you're in a situation where you're worried or you're scared, or you're hungry, and maybe it's not dinner time yet, or you're waiting for your food delivery to come and it's not arrived yet and you don't know what you're going to do, I just want you to spend a minute talking to God and thank him for all of the incredible things he's already doing in your life, that you're alive, that you're healthy, that you're loved and that you're safe, and thank him that you know he will provide, that you know that he is blessing your life. And that you know he's going to do great things because he's working in every single one of you. Even though you're small and you're not grown-ups yet, God will still provide for you. Jesus will still use you to provide for others. You just have to have faith in him. And you can be like that little boy who says, I don't have much to give, but I'll give it anyway. And God will use that to do incredible things. Have a great rest of your Sunday, everyone. It was really lovely to see you, kind of. I hope you have an amazing week, and I look forward to seeing you soon. Bye.